Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hello, my name is Marty Levinson, and welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
For the identity of the real Marty Levinson, please stay tuned for the Northtown News Magazine.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that lemon light city, Sweet Hope, Chicago. 22 is 4, 446. Come on, baby, now get your business fixed. Come on.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine show with the greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and your host, Avi Meyers.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Meyers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.ntnm.org, communitypolicingcaps24.org. Even though we don't have details, we're very excited about the idea of an extra 4 to 5 officers per district. Even more excited about dismantling the downtown CAPS office, which has been a thorn in the side of neighborhoods ever since its creation, and the idea that they're actually going to let each district commander decide what to do with the extra CAPS officers, if that really comes to fruition that way, I think is a really wonderful idea, and I think it's the best thing Emmanuel has done in his administration, and maybe the only good thing. Well, actually, there have been a few good things he's done, but I'm not a fan. In any event, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a chaplain of the Midwest Palliative and Hospice Care Center, somebody you've seen on the show many times, Rabbi Pinchas Eisenbach. Rabbi Eisenbach, how you doing?
Thank you for asking.
So you've got something new over there at the Midwest Palliative and Hospice Care Center?
Yes, we have built a 16-room private pavilion for people at the end life, the last few weeks or the last days when people die and they're in pain, and it's private rooms where family can be there, and the special beds for the family in the room, luxurious, and offices for the family where they can eat and they can sleep. And not only that, it's a place where people who, not only the last days when they cannot be handled at home or they cannot be in the hospital, they come to us where we take good care of them for pain management and other cases.
And let's be clear, as we've mentioned before on the show, this isn't just for Jewish people, this is for everybody.
This is for everyone, all religion.
Yeah.
Jewish, Catholic, you name it.
Yeah.
United Nations.
No, and that's pretty much what the world's come to. I mean, listen, if I want to see the United Nations, all I got to do is walk 4 blocks to Devon.
Right.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I see a white person on the way. So tell us something about your work, or let us know what's been going on.
Well, all the time, we have all kinds of cases. For example, I was in the pavilion, which in Glenview, and one of the people asked me to come in and to introduce them to the parents. The father was in our pavilion, and he has a nice big cross, and she has a nice big Morgan David. So I was looking, and I said, I know that the father is dying any time. He said a lot to me. We met, we were schmoozing, we talked, and then later, after we finished, she said, I have a question for you, and would you mind, you have a few minutes? I said, of course, but we always like to do it in a private room, because you want to make sure that when you with a person, that everything we speak about a person is only positive, to uplift the person, not. No. She says, well, my father is dying, and I really don't know what to do. I'm afraid to call my rabbi because he probably hang up on me. And they told me that you would be able to help me. So I said, tell me what the question is, She says, well, my father is Catholic and I'm Jewish, but I need some closure. Can I say Kaddish for him?
Yeah.
I said, yes. I said, the Mishnah Berurah speaks about it. One of the biggest commentaries from Europe, that it's okay to say because of animosity and for closure. Okay. Then I have another question. Can I sit Shiva? I said, it's up to you. You want to sit 2, 3, this is up to you. Is there any place in the Bible or in the Talmud, any sources, commentaries regarding that you can sit shiva for anyone? I said yes. The Talmud in Tract Brachot mentions that it was a big Rabbi Gamliel who had a servant called Tuvi, and when his servant passed, he says that Rabbi Koshel Gamliel, it was difficult for Gamliel, the Yoshav Talchumim, which means he was sitting shiva for his servant. If you can sit shiva for his servant, for sure you can sit shiva for your father, and that's up to you. She said, okay, now I can go back and to my father and tell him he'll be happy that we didn't forget him. Yeah. And it meant a lot. And some people might disagree, but there's a lot of different commentaries who agree about this point, even from the Orthodox perspective.
Yeah, by the way, for those people that don't know, Shiva is the period of approximately a week after an immediate relative or a spouse passes away.
Correct.
And that somebody observes an intensive mourning period. Correct. Compared to the rest of the year.
Correct.
So, got another story for us?
Oh, yes. I had a lady that, she belongs to a Reform temple. And all of a sudden, she's asking for Orthodox rabbi. So I come in there, I go to the hospital and I visit them, And my policy is usually to listen to the people, what's going on. I said, is there anything you want to share, any questions, because since I deal with medical ethical, because I want to know what's going on. I don't want to go into a fire and to say everything is okay. Once you find out what's going on, you can talk apples and apples,
Yeah.
So she says, Rabbi, I have a question for you. What is the Jewish law regarding cremation? So I asked her, are you asking me a question or you cannot afford it? She says, okay, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I have trouble. It's difficult for me. I don't have enough money. I said, let me call some places. And then the daughter says, can I share with you a story? I said, yes. I'm not religious. I belong to the biggest Reform temple. But I did go to a day school, to Hillel Torah. And I'll never forget 30 years ago when my principal was Rabbi Bruckenstein. He showed us a movie on the Shoah, which is the Holocaust. And when I think about my father, I want to see my father the way he is. And I'm not religious. But should I call my rabbi or not? I said, why not? I work with all the rabbis. The rabbi was very nice, and he said, I didn't know they cannot afford it. We have a little money, and we worked it out. To show the reason I'm saying it, when someone gets an education in the Hebrew school, you never know in 30, 40 years how it can be utilized and used. And that meant a big impact when she saw the movie, what was happening to Jewish people during the Holocaust.
Wow. That's pretty interesting. By the way, Rabbi Bruckenstein is I used to work with him quite a bit. I used to put out brochures and publications for him when he was principal of Hillel Torah. He's a great guy.
Yeah, and that's a modern school where they try to help everyone and religiously, and you can see that the education had a big impact and a meaning to her.
It's very nice, no question about it. So, where is the new facility?
The new facility is in Glenview. It's on 2050 Clare Road in Glenview, Clare Court Road. And if you need any information, I'll give you two telephones. It's 847-467-7423 or 847-510-2273.
One thing I do want to say is I've gotten so many comments from people every time Rabbi Eisenbach's on the show who tell me, he took care of my mother when it was a problem. He took care of my grandparents, took care of my brother or sister. And it's not always Jewish people. And it's surprising. You really reach an awful lot of people in an awful lot of different circles. There's no question about it.
Yeah, the reason I'm doing it because some people tell me, you deal with the Jewish and the Catholics, how can you do it? So I told them that the Talmud in Tract Gittin, page 61, says that when you deal with different people, Jewish or not, when you go visit someone, if it's Jewish or not Jewish, you should go visit everyone because there should not be animosity, to show them we're all creatures of God, we were created in the image of God. We might have different ideology, different religion, but when it comes to help, in sickness or in death, you have to help everyone.
I want to thank you very much, Rabbi Pinchas Eisenbach.
Thank you.
Chaplain of the Hospice Chaplain of the Midwest Palliative and Hospice Care Center. Thank you so much, and we look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.